All right, let's dive into something that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, but is actually knocking on the door of the corporate boardroom. We're talking about quantum cloud computing. And trust me, it's poised to totally reshape, well, pretty much everything.
I want you to think about this for a second. What are the most impossibly complex challenges your business is up against? Maybe it's optimizing a massive global supply chain or designing a brand new miracle drug. You know, the kind of stuff that would take even our best supercomputers years to figure out. Now, what if you could solve those problems in minutes? Yeah, minutes. That's the mind-blowing promise we're digging into today.
Okay, so quantum in the cloud. It sounds cool, right? But what are we really talking about here? Let's break down what this combination actually means.
Basically, it all comes down to this. It's a service that lets you tap into the incredible power of a quantum computer without needing to actually own one. I mean, think about it. You don't need some giant, super-cooled billion-dollar machine humming away in your server room. Nope. All you're going to need is an internet connection.
And this whole model has a name, of course. It's called Quantum as a Service. You've got the big tech players housing these unbelievably complex and frankly fragile machines in these hyper-specialized data centers. And then they just beam that raw computing power right to your laptop whenever you need it.
And look, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky, 20 years from now kind of thing. We're looking at 2026 for the commercial rollout. That's right around the corner. And what's so important about that date? It signifies a huge shift. This is the moment it stops being just a cool science experiment and becomes a real, honest-to-goodness product for businesses.
All right, so we get the what in theory, but how does this whole thing actually work in practice? Let's follow the journey of a single piece of code all the way from your keyboard to the quantum realm and back again.
Okay, so the secret sauce, the magic behind it all, starts with something called a qubit. You know how a normal computer bit is basically a light switch? It's either on or off, a 0 or a 1, simple. A qubit, well, that's more like a dimmer dial. It can be 0, it can be 1, and it can be everything in between, all at the exact same time. It's this wild ability to be in multiple states at once that gives these machines their almost unbelievable power.
So here's that journey, step by step. First, you write your code on a totally normal computer. That code then zips across the internet to the cloud provider. There, it gets translated into actual physical signals. We're talking things like microwave pulses. Those pulses then go and manipulate the qubits inside that super-cooled quantum machine. Finally, the system measures the result, and bam, the answer to your super complex problem gets sent right back to your screen. It's kind of wild when you think about it.
You know what's really fascinating is that this isn't just one company or one technology. It's this whole complex ecosystem working together. You've got the big tech giants and nimble startups building the actual hardware. You've got software developers creating completely new types of algorithms to run on them. And then there's the massive investment in the background stuff, like crazy cooling systems and ultra-precise electronics, all just to keep these things from, falling apart.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how. Now for the really important part, the why. Why should you care? Who actually benefits from this massive leap in computing power?
Honestly, the potential here is game-changing across the board. In healthcare, we could accelerate drug discovery by modeling molecules with near-perfect accuracy. What about finance? Imagine optimizing gigantic investment portfolios in real time, not waiting for an overnight batch job. Or logistics. Finding the single most efficient delivery route out of millions of possibilities, just instantly. And seriously, that is just scratching the surface.
And this quote right here, it just nails the current vibe perfectly. The big takeaway is that organizations are seeing this as a real commercial market now, not just some far-off experiment. We're way past the point of just sitting on the sidelines and watching. Companies are actively putting budget towards this. They're training their people. They're literally making lists of their impossible problems that they want to throw at these machines first.
But let's be real for a minute. With any new tech this big, there's always a gap between the hype and the reality. So it's super important to take a look at the very real hurdles that are still in the way.
So first, let's talk about the promise, because it's pretty exciting. It's all about this powerful feedback loop, kind of like a snowball rolling downhill. The more people who can access this stuff through the cloud, the more smart people we have developing better algorithms. Those better algorithms lead to faster results and new products. And that demand pushes the big companies to build even bigger, better quantum computers. You see? It's this cycle that just keeps accelerating innovation.
Okay, but now for that reality check. And these hurdles are no joke. For one, these quantum machines are ridiculously fragile. The slightest vibration or change in temperature can throw off the whole calculation, creating errors. Then, there's just the challenge of making them bigger. Scaling the hardware is a massive engineering puzzle. Plus, there's a huge skills shortage. We just don't have enough people who know how to program these things yet. And maybe the scariest one? A whole new security threat. Bad actors are already stealing encrypted data today with the plan to just wait and crack it open later once these quantum computers are powerful enough. That's a big deal.
So when you put it all together, what's the big takeaway? It's this. The quantum future isn't something that's just coming soon. It's being built, right now, as we speak, up in the cloud. The hardware is getting better, the software is getting smarter, and access is opening up. The only real question left is your business ready to connect?